Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and whoever's watching out there, dogs, cats, maybe you left it on for them so they don't get scared and think they're lonely and all that stuff. My name is Jordan. I'm here as always, or for the first time, with my bro, Mr. Ross.
Hey, I'm Ross Smith.
What's going on, Ross? How are you doing?
I'm doing good, dude.
That's good. That's good. You staying quarantined?
Well, yeah, for sure. I'm staying quarantined. I mean, go outside for like to go to Walmart or some shit, but that's
Yeah,
about it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't spend the whole day outside, or might go exercise. You gotta
yeah.
exercise.
I got you. I got you. Um, cool,
Hmm.
cool. Right on. Uh, what was I gonna say? I was gonna say something, and then I just like, you know. Um, So yeah, let's just tell everybody out there that doesn't know who we are, what we're doing, and all that stuff. So my name's Jordan, and I've known Ross about when did we meet, Ross? Six,
Like I would say give or take 10 years.
10?
Yeah, cause
I don't know about
didn't
that.
I?
I was gonna
Well,
say
I
maybe
mean, no, like didn't
5.
I like have a class around like maybe not 2012, but like it was a little bit later, like maybe 2014 or something. Give or
I
take.
would say yeah, something like that. So about 5 or 6 years.
Yeah, about but it
Uh,
was a good, like good enough time. You know what I'm saying?
yeah, yeah, okay, okay. Do you remember how we met? Because I don't remember how we met. Was it makeup class?
Yes, I think it was makeup class,
Cool.
right? Like I was kind of like complaining about it, and you're like, yeah, I feel you, like blah blah blah.
I hated that class so much. I hated that class.
Yeah, dude. Like, dude, I mean, here's the thing. I felt like I was trying my best. Like I'm not really good at makeup or whatever, but I was like trying my best, and it was like, nope, it's crap, crap. It felt like J. Jonah Jameson. I'm like, bruh, I'm trying here. You know?
Man, that's how I felt. That's how I felt. Our morgue. You remember the morgue that we had to do for it was our final.
Yeah. What was the mask or something?
Yeah, no,
The
it was
mask.
so it was like everything that we had done up until that point.
Oh yeah,
We
yeah,
put it in
yeah.
like a binder. Well,
Oh okay.
I didn't take that shit seriously, so I gave the teacher $1, and I put like a note, and it was like a winky face. I got the morgue back, and the dollar was gone.
That's
She gave me
funny.
a T.
Yeah, dude.
That was
Dude,
cool.
I remember doing the mold for the face, dude. That was so freaky. It's like the
Oh,
mold sitting on my face. I was like, like felt like almost suffocating. I still have the mold on my
do you
window.
really?
Yeah, I'm like,
Let me
why do
see
I
it. Let
have
me see
that?
it. Go get it.
Oh, okay.
Let me see it. Damn it. That's awesome.
I know, right?
I know AJ has his, and I remember at the end of that semester, I forgot who it was, but you know that area where they would like get materials and all that stuff in the back.
Yeah.
Well, they were throwing it up in the air and just smashing it on the floor.
Wow.
And then the director came out. And he got really like, "What are you guys doing?" It's like, "Well, we don't need these anymore."
I don't know if I don't know if it's still around or whatever. It may be in the closet. I think I'm not sure. But I know I have like other kinds of masks, like masks that I got from like a dollar store, the Deadpool mask, etc., etc. I know I ordered like face masks, like kind of binged order. You know,
Yeah.
yeah, like something from Spite. You know what I'm saying? I ordered a Slipknot mask today. Like yeah, it was in my inbox like, hey, you were looking at the mask, but you didn't like, pay for it. And I'm like, nah, fuck it, I'm gonna pay for it. So I got like 3 masks now.
Cool, cool, cool. Right on, right on. So yeah, so that's more or less how Ross and I remember one time we were doing a show, and like we like it was like the actual performance, and my hat fell off, and in between acts, like when the lights went down, I told you, hey, go get my hat real quick. And you went out, like it wasn't on stage, but it was there where people could see you. and you ran
Oh,
on stage. You got it. You gave it to me. And at the end of the show, the director he's like, who went out there to get because you were a crew member, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure I was. I was a backstage guy.
And you went out to get the hat, and he asked like, who did that? And you said you did. And he tore you a new one. He's like, you can't do that, blah blah blah. And I like to say, well, I told him to do it because, and he's all like, no, you like think of a way cleverly to pick up your hat, and it was just, yeah, it was just funny.
I know it was like it was pretty nuts, dude. It's like there's so many rules and regulations, like
Oh,
what you
so
can do
many.
and can't do. Like damn, like there's like I thought it was like loosey goosey and have fun, but it's like I guess not. It
Man, that was I don't know, that was crazy.
was bonkers, dude.
And then yeah, and then I didn't see you for a long time after that.
Yeah, like honestly, like I thought it was gonna be like okay, kind of like a distant memory, whatever. And I was kind of flattered when you came up to me with an idea for the podcast. I'm like, hey, cool. Well, you remember me. One, two. You want to me to be a part of something. That's cool. I honestly, like, I kind of had like, I guess, a low self-esteem, and I figured like everyone hated me, so I'm like, I'm ghosting people. I guess you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, yeah. No, I mean, no, nobody hated you. We just like you were really quiet back then, and
Yeah.
so it was like, oh, okay, well. But yeah, so yeah, no, I thought of you because I know you were like thinking about doing podcasts, and you're the only person that I know that listens to the same stuff that more or less listens to the same stuff I listen to.
Yeah.
So I was like, you know what? And since we're in this quarantine thing, I figured like, hey, why don't you and I want to make or I want to make a podcast. I know you wanted to make a podcast. And so I thought like, hey, let's just bring them both together, Avengers style.
Yeah. Right. Like a crossover. What is this? A crossover episode?
So yeah, I mean, you like the same shows I like. You like Scrubs, Community, BoJack.
And the funny thing is, you actually got me into Community. Like I saw you watching Community one time in the break room. I'm like, looks interesting show. And I remember watching that zombie episode like after school one day. I'm like,
Oh
well, I
yeah,
like
yeah,
this
yeah.
show. And like it was like till years later, till like recently with Hulu. I'm like, dude, I'm gonna watch the whole series. And I'm like, I love the show. Like I'm on my second rewatch in a row, and I'm like, after I finished watching this time, I'm gonna watch it a third time on Netflix. I like the show.
And you know, man, I'm rewatching it too. The last episode I saw was when I don't even remember the full. It's the episode after the stop motion episode.
Oh, on season one,
Two,
right?
season two. I'm on
Oh,
season.
season two. Yeah, season two. Yeah, that
So
was a pretty good episode.
yeah, it's all right. But yeah, no, I'm on that episode. I'm watching it slowly because I'm also watching Scrubs. That show I'm binge watching that I just
No,
started.
I love Scrubs, but it's been a while. But I haven't seen the last season, and I don't count the last season. The season 9, I think it was. I don't count that as canon because it's so like it's so far from what Scrubs is. It's not even Scrubs. You know what I'm saying?
I disagree. I like the season.
Yeah, no, but like season 8, it's ending. It's like,
Oh, absolutely,
dude,
absolutely.
that's such a good ending. You know what I'm
The
saying?
way
It's like,
the way I see it, it's not season 9 of Scrubs. It's season 1 of another show.
yeah, yeah, like
Because
more like,
it really does feel like a spin off more than
yeah, more like a backward pilot, like a backdoor pilot.
yeah,
You
yeah,
know, dude, I'm looking forward to the Flash and Arrow coming back on Netflix because the season ended like some 20 weeks ago, and in the meantime, I was watching Twilight Zone and Outer Limits.
yeah. Uh-huh.
Yeah, and it ended just around the same time the new season is gonna start on Netflix. Pretty good timing.
Yeah, no, it really is. Uh, yeah, cool. So yeah,
And
so since we're not on crazy lockdown anymore. Like now, like
not
I mean,
necessarily.
it's been 10 o'clock for about 7 minutes now. Um, so we can go out and all that stuff, but they still want 6 feet apart. Like everybody knows all this stuff. You gotta wear a
Yeah.
mask. You can't like touch anybody. You can't blah 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 blah.
Right.
So I figured, okay, since we're still in lockdown quarantine, and it is kind of late for anybody to like go over, even though it's Saturday night. I figured, you know what? I see all these people that are making podcasts. They're making them over Zoom now, and I know people that are still working over Zoom, and so I figured, well, this is not a job, and I'm doing this not to make money, but to relieve some boredom, man. Because
Yeah,
all
for sure,
day,
for sure.
literally all day, when I was not in this chair, I was on the couch watching Scrubs or Community or even the news, man. I was even watching that Power Ranger movie that came out a couple years ago.
Mhm.
Um,
I just feel like I need a distraction because a little bit delving into my personal shit. Like there's this one girl that I matched with on a dating site, right? And I don't want to feel too clingy and be like, hey, you text, you know. So I'm trying to distract myself with things. Like in fact, the other day at work, like I was thinking, like randomly my subconscious popped in a song, and I'm like, what is the name of that song? And it kept looping, but it wouldn't like finish the track. And I'm like, got frustrated. And at the end of the hour, it kind of like, this is what the song is from this album. I'm like, oh. And so it's like my subconscious was like trying to distract me instead of like thinking about X, Y, and Z. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying?
I got you. I got you. Um, so yeah. So with that being said, you just want to like go ahead and like random topics,
Yeah.
or do you
Like
just want to keep riffing? Because
yeah, I kind of like riffing, you know.
okay, cool,
Yeah.
cool. I guess okay, yeah. Because all this stuff is about like Wonder Woman and Riverdale and nah, I don't want.
Oh, actually, I today about the game Injustice 2. It's kind of like Mortal Kombat, but in DC. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
it's a pretty
Yeah.
good game though.
Yeah, yeah, it is. But the funny thing is, it spent like almost an hour, like a tutorial on how to play the game properly. I'm like, dude, just get me into the game. I don't really care about semantics or whatever. I play how I play. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, I get
So why do the tutorial then?
huh?
Why do the tutorial?
I thought it was gonna be an easy breezy thing, like okay, this, that, and everything, boom. But it kept going on and on. I'm like, I got a game to play, dude.
That's funny. Ah, oh my god. Anyway, um, so cool. So tell me more about this girl that you're talking to.
I
Ah,
don't know. Like I don't want to like say too much, you know what I'm saying? Like it's still
okay, cool. No worries, no worries.
yeah, yeah, maybe later.
All right, so I just bought a box, well, card game called Cards Against Humanity,
Oh yeah.
and I guess I'll use the white cards as topics. And
Okay.
I've got 3 boxes of these guys, so
Nice.
there's over like 500 white cards that we can. Okay, so I'm just gonna go ahead and pick one, and then we'll just we'll just take it from there. All right. So first one from this deck. Well, this is the only deck I'm gonna use. What are your thoughts? No, never mind. Let's do. Let's talk about the gays.
Okay. um, they're good people. They're good people.
Okay. All right. Let's see.
I don't know.
What are your thoughts on friendly fire?
I mean, if it wasn't friendly, um, damn, I was gonna finish the joke, but then I forgot what you were saying. Oh, if it wasn't friendly, then you wouldn't know the person who was shooting at you.
All right. All right. Fair
I mean,
enough.
give you some thoughts, you know,
Emma Watson.
dude.
Historically black colleges.
And I mean, I don't know what to say. Know,
Prancing,
prancing
like what Peter Pan
like
does.
skipping.
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah, like skipping.
I mean, if you're in a really really good mood and you don't really care what people say, well, you know what I'm saying?
Zippity doo dah.
Yeah, I mean, shit. Like people, I think people are too like I guess stuck up and be like, oh, you're in a good mood, so I'm gonna trash on that. Like, yeah, man, if they're in a good mood, leave them alone. You know,
What are your thoughts on a sad hand job?
don't even do it. Might as well just go to sleep. You gotta have vigor in there.
Speaking of hand jobs, jerking off into a pool of children's tears.
What? I ain't gonna touch that.
What are your thoughts on bees?
Bees. Arrested Development. Bees. No beads.
I don't, I don't.
Do you watch Arrested Development?
I saw it a while back. I don't remember it.
Well, I'm on my second rewatch. You
Uh,
know,
I,
but don't
I
watch the Netflix version because it's trash.
I don't like the Netflix ones.
Yeah, trash.
I know they're not bees, but have you been hearing about the hornets that are going around?
Yeah, I don't know if that's real or not though,
No, it
because that's
is. It
it
is.
is.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I thought that was a meme.
Yeah, no, no, they're real. Those assholes are big though.
With the memes, I don't even know. I can't even tell what's real or the joke.
No, it's real. I think they're about that big.
Damn.
Yeah, it's
Where
crazy.
are they at though? Like,
So I don't know where they originated from. I know people are saying they originated from overseas. I don't know where
I
though,
heard
but
Japan.
you know what? We've got Google. We've got Spirit. Yes, we do.
Yeehoo.
Let's see. I think they're called murder hornets.
Yeah, Murder Hornets. It sounds like it's implied that they carry guns and shit, and it's just shooting up a town.
They've got a
We're Murder
vendetta.
Hornets. We're gonna shoot the place. We
Let's
got our
see.
stingers on.
Let's see. Let's see. Murder hornet. What is a murder hornet? Let's see. Come on. Come on. Okay. Come on. Okay. So it came from Asia. Come on. Okay. So this is according to Smithsonian Magazine. The Asian giant hornet is a big, mean-looking insect with a potent sting. Their queens can grow to be 2 inches long,
Damn.
and their quarter-inch stingers can pierce normal beekeeping attire. Yeah, so they're about that big. Yeah, so I was right when I said it. They're
Dude,
that
that's it.
big, and their stinger is a little bit extra. So yeah, no, those assholes are crazy.
Yeah, when I first heard of Murder Hornets, it sounds like either a metal band or a gang.
All right, Ross, I'll let you pick 1 through 5. 1 through
I'm
5.
thinking for 3.
3. All right.
Press.
So, what are your thoughts on the sweet forbidden meat of the monkey?
Um,
Yeah,
um,
these are all okay.
out of context, they're all weird, and I bet with context they're even weirder. Give me 2.
Okay, so one. Ah, shit. Okay, this one's
Well,
1, 2,
I was
3.
like
What?
from my left.
Okay, one. This one's 1,
Yeah,
2, 3, and 4.
yeah, 2.
All right. Tiny rancid girl farts.
Tiny. I mean, look, we kind of like make it seem like girls don't fart and girls aren't disgusting, but you
Hey,
know, I mean,
my ex-girlfriend used to fart when she would laugh, and she would laugh at stuff that was not funny
hmm
at all. I remember one time. we're watching Zach and Cody because that's what you wanted to watch. I was like, oh, okay. I mean, we're adults, but okay, whatever. And Zach and Cody at most is like a ha ha. Okay, that was funny. This girl was like, ha, she was losing her shit. And I was
Wow.
like, nothing that comes on this channel is funny, that funny. And then one time she literally rolled over laughing, and all you could hear was, ha 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 ha.
Oh shit! Like the rumbly, like a rumbly fart.
Well, I didn't do it. Like it was like a like it was quick,
Oh,
but it
okay.
was loud. And it
Wow.
just, I mean, yeah, I know girls fart. I have two sisters, and yeah, man, but it was just funny. It's like you laugh that hard. I've never laughed that hard where I have to like fart,
Yeah, I mean, like when
especially at
people
the
when
Disney.
I
I've never laughed at the Disney Channel.
the only time it masks it for me is like if I sneeze really loud or cough, and that's a rare chance that it will happen simultaneously, like or some shit, you know. But consciously to like, oh, okay, I'm gonna fart. I better cough. Okay, I just let it all hang. You know, like, dude. One time I got in trouble at work because it's like I think I might have accidentally farted in someone's face, and I didn't realize I farted in their face. You know what I'm saying? Because they're in a like a scooter, dude, man. Like I was, as I like to sarcastically refer it to, called to the principal's office, and it's like a customer, like, complained that you farted or whatever, and I'm like, I don't remember doing that, and then like days later, I'm like, oh shit. And it wasn't even planned. I was like, I needed to let it rip. And I'm like, holy crap, my bad, my bad.
That's funny. Okay, we got three more.
All right.
Where my fingers are, that's number one,
Three.
two, three.
Yeah, where
Okay,
your finger is three.
this one.
Yeah,
This one's number
yeah,
three.
yeah.
Okay, what are
They're
your
both on it.
thoughts on active listening?
I mean, I think people need to listen more, but if it's a it kind of doesn't sound like you're listening. But people have tricks to make it seem like they're listening, but you need to like shut up and listen.
Uh-huh.
Like shut everything off, maybe.
Uh-huh.
Okay,
All right, last two. One, two.
one.
Okay. I didn't even read this one until right now. Ross, what are your thoughts on kids with ass cancer? A lot of jerking off and ass topics today.
Yeah. Wow. This episode probably not for the faint of heart or
I'm
oh
gonna put
man.
a big fat R rating on this one.
Yeah, like a
A
explicit.
big fat R rating.
Make the image art, the podcast art, the censor, like explicit fucking content.
I mean, I don't know if I'm gonna do that. All right, last one, Ross. Last one. And this one's disgusting too.
They all are.
What are your thoughts on licking things to claim them as your own?
Licking things. I mean, if it's in your own home, sure. But
Yo,
if it's in public, I mean, yeah, like if you do it in jokingly way, like, hey, this is my speaker, but don't like actually like slob on this speaker. Come on, dude.
why would you do that? Like
Well, I'm not saying like I actually do it.
you've seen those videos, right? Of people like they go into
Oh,
Walmart
dude,
and they
like
start licking shit.
they just posted on for social media clout, like, hey, look at this disgusting shit I'm doing in public.
Yeah.
Like, what's even worse is where people give attention to it. It's like, oh, that's so stupid, dude. You're giving attention to this moron, and you're feeding them, dude. Like, come on,
That was
clickbaity bullshit.
all right, Ross.
Oh, that could be the episode of the episode of the podcast, clickbaity bullshit.
Maybe. All right. I got four. Last four.
Oh, Lord, man.
Because I'm having fun with these.
Yeah, these are fun.
All right.
Okay.
One
Four.
is my fingers, and then four is this back one right here.
Okay. Uno.
Okay. So this was a serious one. Ross, what are your thoughts on respecting women?
I agree fully 100%,
Okay.
1,000,000%. I respect women. That sounds so cheesy.
Yeah, no, it does. It does. Let's just go on to our
Dun, dun. Two.
Ross. Have you ever gotten Dorito crumbs in your pubes?
No. I mean, I'm not that nasty. You know what I'm saying? Like when I eat snacks, I'm closed. You
I
know.
was gonna say that the only way to get you'd have to be naked to get Doritos. Anyway, whatever. One, two.
Uno, dos, one, two. I don't know why I did that.
Ross, what are your thoughts on brown people?
I mean, like people that are like, cause I mean, technically I'm brown because like I get sunburn. You know what I'm saying?
No.
So,
You get red when you get sunburned. You don't get.
well, I mean, I get brown, dude. Look at my forearm. I'm brown.
Okay,
I
but
mean, I
you.
haven't been outside in the sun, but you know, I'm technically
Okay,
brown.
okay, but
Not
you're not brown.
technically, I'm not.
Yeah, okay, but they're talking about like brown people, like really brown people,
Well,
like the chocolate side of a cake, brown.
it's all right by me.
All right, last
I
one.
just want to let people know, don't take this podcast seriously.
Oh no, absolutely take this podcast seriously. Use us as references for your college reports. I know finals are either they're happening now or they already happened, but still for next semester. Ross, last one. I know you know who this guy is. What are your thoughts on Mark Zuckerberg?
He's an android, bro. Dude, I mean, like next to Elon Musk. And what's funny thing about Elon Musk? I honestly thought he was Irish. He looks Irish, right? So I looked up
You know
on
what?
Wikipedia.
I've heard the name. I've never seen the individual.
Dude, I swear, when I first saw Elon Musk, he looks like Mark Wahlberg. And I'm like, nah, I need to workshop this. Like, what does he look more like, right? And I'm like, he looks like an Irish Mark Wahlberg. He looks Irish, right? So I looked up on Wikipedia. He's South African. I'm like, South African? No way he can be South African. He doesn't look South African, right? I'm
Why?
like,
Because he's not a brown person?
well, I mean, I know there's white people that exist in South Africa, but his facial structures look like an Irish person, you know? And Elon Musk, that sounds like a made up name, but it's a real name. Anyway, I got
You know what?
sidetracked.
Okay, when I heard the name, I thought it was like a cologne or something, or a car. I didn't know it was a person. Yeah.
It sounds like a nickname, like a shortened version of elongated muskrat.
Uh,
Maybe he is elongated muskrat, but basically, my point of my rant, they're basically two similar people, Zuckerberg and Musk, except I would say Musk is. I mean, he still acts like a robot, but he's a little bit more human-like. While Zuckerberg is like, I am Mark Zuckerberg. Here is my Facebook. Come on, dude.
Mark Zuckerberg does look like an asshole.
Yeah, he does, dude.
Like,
I mean, shit. Have you seen the social media movie?
yeah, I was just about to
He's
bring that up.
ass. I mean, I know that Jesse Eisenberg, but the point is, the character's ass.
No, you're absolutely right. All right, Ross. Well, I think we've talked enough. This thing has been about 20 minutes long, don't you think? I think
That's a
20
pretty good
minutes.
time.
I think this is a good point to wrap it up, especially since we don't have any sponsors to back us up or anything.
Yeah.
So unless you want to call Elon Musk and tell him to give us $5 million.
Hey, bro. I'm just joking about the whole comparison to you and Mark Zuckerberg. I think you're a cool guy. Please give us some money.
All right, so I'm looking at a picture of him. He does not look like Wahlberg.
Sometimes my comparisons are not that good.
I think you're in the sun too much.
Yeah, probably all that
But
that
anyway,
brain damage to the sun.
ooh, a lot of crazy stuff. A lot of crazy stuff. I'm sorry. So good talk.
TikToks.
Awesome, awesome, awesome. Okay, well, Ross, maybe we'll do this again. We'll I'll base it off on the responses that we get before I like,
All right.
hey, let's do this again. Because
Yeah,
again,
for sure, dude. For sure.
again, I'm doing this because I'm bored. I'm not doing it to make money or to get famous or anything like that. I'm fucking bored. I'm losing
Yeah.
my goddamn mind. So anyway, I'm gonna take a shit. Peace.
Let him in.
I'm still recording.
Oh, I was doing like some some dances for the end of the video, like
Oh, I'm not putting music to it. Maybe.
like
No.
where no,
No.
like let's say there's credits rolling, and it's like da 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 da, and then
Crap.
just I don't know.
Not a
Credits, the
YouTube
writers, the
video.
producers, the directors,
The
starring.
writers. And people would
That's
be
so stupid.
disappointed if they found out that there were writers of this thing.
Oh, just in like thinking like reality shows like Keeping Up with the Kardashians, and it's like
There's no way.
producers, whatever, and like among the opening credits is like the writers. It's like, well, the people write the shows. Yeah, what? Holding down
This was a random card, and this is our discussion for next time. This is our discussion for next time. Ross, it's been a pleasure talking to you again. Hopefully, we can do this again.
all right, all right, all right.
I'll hit you up when I said like, hey, no, let's do this again. Fuck the responses that we get. We're doing this again. Ross, until next time, later, man.
Sayonara.